diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot, and now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Bulldozes his way through. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd down stop. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Ahead. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the outside. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catching up to give them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes it back, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Give to the running back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On target. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for the big play. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the handoff. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for a deep man. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half, you're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. Jukes his way for more. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Escapes the sack. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. And this defense is maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hums it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooks. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points to get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in front.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the mark. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Clemson set up with another first down. They want that clock to run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Hard running there. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Got a man. It's Tatum. Crosses the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense has got to get something, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. This is a designed run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to get it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. It's good. A powerful kick, never a doubt for the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this